Yo, peace, God, namaste, hotep, ashe, 13 love, 13 respect. You know, I'm talking about the crystal quartz. And, you know, these crystal quartz, they're in, like, everything. They're in all these electronics that you know of, you know what I'm saying? From cell phones to computers to TVs, clocks. That's what makes a clock work. That's what makes lasers work. You know, this is what has these crystals. They're programmable. So that's what they use for to hold the capacity memory of a computer into a TV. You know, a lot of these things. You know what I'm saying? And this is what they're using your microchips. You know what I'm saying? They place these things into you, and when you don't have that, when you're not connected with this, they could use this up against you. So whether you know it or not, these crystal quartz have an influence in your life all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? And just because you don't believe in them, hey, they're controlling you. When you're using that phone or whatever, you being manipulated by people who can't even use these crystals, because these people who are soulless beings, they're inorganic, so they're not able to really get in tune and connected with these things. You know what I'm saying? It has to be an organic being, a person that's in tune with this can really use it to its full potentials. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, every crystal quartz or whatever, you know, crystal quartz, you put it through on the light and you see the rainbow spectrum coming out. Every crystal, you see the colors, so you coordinate with the colors, and you know by the chakras what is it good for. So you'll start peeping game and start realizing what's what. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of basic. I'm giving you the basics introduction so you can know what's what. You don't have to go through all these crazy ass books because they really pointless. You know what I'm saying? And the crystal quartz is good for clarifying thoughts, process. So if you want to clear your thoughts, and good for meditation. You know what I'm saying? Before you start meditation, good for emitting energy, good for spiritual growth, good for wisdom, for emotions, to let go of bad emotions, and to increase inspiration. So you could be more be more creative and stuff like that. Being able to get into hyperdimensional transportation, you know, to be able to time travel and all that good stuff. Regular humans, like I said, like these non-organic beings, cannot decipher much from these crystals. They can't really tell you too much from it. That's why a lot of these people that write these books, they're not really in tune with these crystals, because it takes a holistic approach to get in tune with it. You know what I'm saying? Because these are natural crystal quartz that are grown from, you know, this is a citrine, though, by the way. This citrine cleans up every crystal and all that, just like the kyanite. The kyanite and the citrine, they both powerful to clean things up. So, you know, you have to be in tune, because they're grown in the rocks and stuff like that, and they continue growing because they pick up energy, just like we do. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Brachyteraean, sun gazing, and all that, they pick up energy just like that, and they continue growing. They continue getting more energy and more power. You know what I'm saying? But when people that are in tune with these crystals, you know what I'm saying, when they get a hold of this, you know what I'm saying, they'll be able to unlock the piece of the puzzle, because the information of how they really use these crystals are inside of them. Each one of them has it. You just have to be in tune with it. And, you know, just because you might not get it the first time, it takes time. You know, you got to sleep with it, you know, be with it, you know, say talk with it, you know what I'm saying? Don't worship it now. Don't be thinking like this is God. No, this is an antenna connected to God. This is an ancestor. That's just like the food. Obviously, everything has God within, you know what I'm saying, because it comes from the goodness. So you got to keep that in mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these people try to be like, oh, these niggas worshiping rocks and all this. Nah. You know what I'm saying? We acknowledge the rocks, you know what I'm saying? We know what's inside the rocks. We know what the rocks is for, you know what I'm saying? Just like our people. That's why we acknowledge our people. That's why we acknowledge ourselves, because we know how deep we are. We know that we come from the Most High, and that we you know what I'm saying, it's a tool from the Most High. So you got to be thankful and grateful and use it to your expectations, you know what I'm saying? And the crystal quartz, they're also aligned to certain parts of the constellation as well too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have different stars that are connected with it, because ultimately a star is made out of this. When you look at a sun lights up because it's a big ass crystal just lit up, you know what I'm saying? Just like the earth, you know what I'm saying? So this will help you get in tune, and that's why when you cleaning yourself, you got your body to clean yourself up with it. Like, you clean your body up, and your body is ultimately a reflection of the cosmos, the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So they're good for DNA activation, ascension. You know, they contain the Fibonacci sequence, the golden mean, the golden ratio. They're very receptive to ones to the ones that are able to take the charge from the crystals. You know what I'm saying? Those that can touch it, they can get that energy from the crystals, man, and be able to communicate with crystals, communicate with higher beings, spiritual beings, with animals and all kinds of things. You know what I'm saying? You'll be more harmonious to the environment and to nature. You know what I'm saying? And it's ultimately a metaphor formed in matter for the evolved beings. Each divine shaman has inside their very DNA their own crystal skull, and the instructions, like I say, is all in it. So each one of us is already in tune with this. This is how we crystallize ourselves. We have a spiritual crystal around us, which is our aura, and the crystal, which is our actual body, like our bones, our blood, and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? And let me right here. And the people that are just for you having interest in it, that already shows that you have this within you already. Just by you having interest in this crystal, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Having that interest and to follow that interest, that to pursue it, that shows that you're already in tune with it. You are that type of being already, you know what I'm saying? Most people may look at this like it's just a rock, you know what I'm saying? If you just see it like that, you're not in tune with that. Just keep moving, you know what I'm saying? And then this is good for astral traveling. You can access ancient wisdom and bring it back into the past, into the past and into the present, into the future. You know what I'm saying? You could go back and forth, time traveling. You know, and it's good for manifestation. It's good for cleaning up. You can clean things up with these things. You know what I'm saying? You can heal people instantly. You know what I'm saying? Diagnose it. You know what I'm saying? It has been also used to detect food poisoning. You know what I'm saying? Like right here, I got this pendulum. You know, and you can use it to detect food poison. You know, a lot of people want to talk about food and all this and that. Well, you can use a crystal quartz and it'll tell you what's good and what's bad. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably do a video afterwards on that, a pendulum and things like that. I'll show you the difference and things. It's good for studying because you could program it to while you're studying, you could program it to remember something to allow you to keep it on tune. The ways to clean this is that you could keep it under the ground for a month. You could take it out in the moon. The moonlight absorbs and gives out light. The sun charges it up. You could use salt water, like going to the beach and washing them real quick. Cold water. You could also use cold running water. You put some salt on it. It's best to use Himalayan salt. Himalayan salt is pink, like the rose quartz. So it has a lot of love and a lot of energy. You put it on there and you put water on it. After you clean it, though, that salt, you got to throw it away. That water, throw it away. You know what I'm saying? When you clean it. And then you can always throw it into your water, activate your water, and drink it like that as well, too. You know what I'm saying? There's other ways that you can charge it up. By you meditating every day, you can have it with you, and you can actually do that cleansing because you have salt and water within you. When you sweat, you are the beach, you are the sun, you have a sun within you. You know what I'm saying? You have the moon, you have all these elements, you have the whole cosmos in you. So you can have these in the stars, you can have them outside, you can keep them in dark places too for a long time. There's so many different things that you can do, you know what I'm saying, to cleanse them. You could blow smoke on them, you know what I'm saying? You can throw sage on them or whatever. You can use another quartz, another crystal, like the citrine, and clean it up, you know. You could do a whole bunch of different things to help it get into that type of stuff. And these crystals are made from continuous repetition of rhythm of identical patterns. So it's like it's like a fractal. It just keeps moving, keep going and going and going. It has so by you adding the salt, the salt, it has a lot of electrical properties to it, just like the water and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I said, you bury it up, and if you lose it, you know what I'm saying, just let it be. That means that it worked on you and moved on or whatever. And when they crack or break or whatever, it's a good thing. And the energy gets released and it gets even stronger. You know, a lot of people may break and they get all mad and sad. Nah, be thankful and happy because every time that cracks, your ancestors get released. More energy gets released because you got to remember this is you in the past. Because when you get buried, you pass away and you turn into a mineral, you know what I'm saying, this and that. So it takes millions of years for these crystals to be made. So that's you being rebuilt inside of a cave or whatever, or wherever you want to be grown at. And you know what I'm saying, and you come back in this form. And that's why when you get in tune with it back again, it's like getting in tune with the trees and nature and all that. You're getting reactivated yourself, you know what I'm saying? So you got to remember, ultimately, you have this within you. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so that's what it is right now for the crystal quartz. You know what I'm saying? So y'all niggas know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Use this to your best potentials, to your best use, man, because this is really real, and you know you could use this to heal people. You could, because you gotta know they're using frequencies, heart waves, and all this and that to try to mess you up. So this is how you counteract that. This is what you use to counteract radiation. If you live with people that have TVs and all this bullshit, or you know always on the cell phone and this and that, you could have this around you and it'll help you cleanse. But you gotta remember, you gotta cleanse these as well. You know what I'm saying? Don't overwork them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to clean them up and clean yourself up. You know what I'm saying? And have it all balanced out. And this will help you out. Like you going now, anywhere you going. Like if you go to, you know what I'm saying, anywhere outside. You know, there's a lot of people that be having TVs in their cars, and you know, saying this will protect you from that. All these radiation and all this around you. Alright, yo, peace, God, namaste. Stay up, 13th overtone.